Hello. How's everybody doing? Good afternoon, good evening. Gypsy says hello. Hey, Gypsy. It's good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be starting here in just a second. Hope everybody had a good day today. All right. So again, thanks for tuning in and watching. We're still playing Wizardry 7, Crusaders of the Dark Savant. And the last time we played, I believe we ended off in Orkogre Castle, which is where we'll pick up tonight. Same location. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we had found the keys to the prison and maybe found our way into a new part of the castle. I'll have to pull the game up and look at the map to refresh my memory. Get it going here. I want to say we found a new spot and we saved it here. There was a bunch of loot, food stores or something. I don't remember. Yeah, that's what it was. Because I remember we dropped a bunch of stuff on the ground trying to sort through everything. So this would be a good place to rest up, and we'll investigate this gate here, Mercatos's Inner Sanctum. That's right, that's where we were at. We had explored the Outer Sanctum, and now we've made our way to the Inner Sanctum. Okay. Let's do a little healing here. Sato needs some healing. And Claire needs a little healing. That should probably do us. We're going to cast some utility spells here. We'll get Enchanted Blade up and running. We'll get Detect Secret up and running. Now already, I see... Oh. Have we hit this button? I don't know. Excuse me. Oh, so that opened up yet another room with a treasure chest. A momentary tingle passes through you as you step inside this room. Oh. Gently, a flutter of phosphor wings emerges from empty air. So here we have a fight with 4 spectral ravens, and Sato is silenced, cannot cast any spells, which is okay, because our other spellcaster is good. 4 spectral ravens. Spectral makes me think I can't put them to sleep, but we'll try it anyways. They're probably going to phase in and out, is probably the gimmick here. We'll do a level 4 magic missile. Danny Thrasher says hello. Hey Danny, thanks for watching. Hope you're doing good. Oh, they did fall asleep. Okay. So Danny, we picked up right where we left off the other night in the Wizard's Inner Sanctum in the bottom of Orkogre Castle. Found a secret switch and found a hidden switch that opened up this secret room here. Now, right before we ended the last night's stream, our party's kind of overfilled with a bunch of junk. So Before I open this chest, I may need to go through and clear some room. In fact, let's take a quick peek. I have a bunch of healing. You know, I'm going to use some of these because I hoard too much stuff. That's good. Let's see. So he's got a few spots. I don't want the sling. We'll drop the sling. I don't want the stones. We'll drop the stones. That should do us. Oops. Come on now. Let's go check this chest out. So we know that this is going to be part of the trap. Stunner. Yep, it would have to be a stunner. 1, 2. Oh no. Trevi's paralyzed. A couple people are paralyzed. Good lord, look at all this stuff. Another key. Oh, Lulu can't take it because she's paralyzed. Great. Jewelry. A book. Found some robes. I bet you this is Mercatosa's personal effects. Darn it. Alright. So, do we have a cure paralysis potion? No, but we do have a spell, right? Oh, but Seto's silenced, so there'll be no spells here. Come on now, stop. Let's rest up. We'll try to rest through the silence. Aw, man. Alright, so it's just some Gorns. But we only have Claire. Nope. Oh, we only have Danny. Danny's the only one that can act right now. So, let's cast a big fireball on these guys and try to take them out in one round. And that worked. Alright, let's try to rest. I need to get the silence off. I need to get the paralysis off. Boy, these status effects are slow to break. Here we go. So, cure paralysis at level 4. Let's try it. Yep. Level 4. On Kyler, yep. And level 4 on Lulu. Okay. So, let's get to looking at what this stuff is. Jewelry. Alright, let's cast the Identify spell. Gem of Power. Special power. Well, I wonder what that could be. Gem of Power. Let's give that to somebody who might need power. He's got the cameo locket, though. Invoke its special power. Let's watch the stats. Well, I didn't see a change. We'll assume it was good and we'll keep rolling with it. Now, he's also got this ring. Let's give that to Seto to identify. Ring of Shielding. So let's give this to good old Danny here. We're going to just swap out some items while we do some identifying here. Because Danny needs all the armor that she can get. See what this book is. Identify. Book of Ice Walls. So I don't believe that Danny has the Ice Wall spell, but they do now. And that's right. Let's check these robes out. Danny had one of them. There it is. All right, we're gonna have to rest up though to identify some more. Very sensitive, that button. I apologize. Let's rest up. Actually, let me save first. Now we'll rest. I'm hoping that these robes are some kind of, powerful armor for a mage, because I feel like Danny could benefit from it. We'll also see what that key is, too. That should get us started. Robes +1. Let's see what Danny's wearing. Well, robes of enchantment on the lower end, but just plain old robes on the upper, so that is a plus. There's the other one. It's probably the same thing. Which I notice here, Sato doesn't really have anything for upper armor. Alright. Oh, we need to rest a little bit more, earn a few more spell points before we can identify that. So let's do that. A lot of resting, a lot of pack ratting going on. But it's all part of it. Let's see if that will take care of it. Identify at level 4 this time. Oh. Now we've got an encounter. 9 Gorn. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Back up. We're going to focus the melee attackers on the 4. Lulu will try to put the 4 to sleep. Danny will hit hard with a fireball at level 4 on the 5. Hopefully this will take him out. Nope, not even close. Took 1 out. But we should probably get them this second go round. So focus on the 2 that are remaining. Seta will sit this one out. Danny's going to use a magic missile this time at level 4. That should probably take care of it. Mirador says, hello. Hey, Mirador. Long time no see. Good to see you. As you can see, we're quite a bit into Crusaders of the Dark Savant here. We're exploring Orkogre Castle. Currently sorting through a bunch of inventory and whatnot. We're going to identify this set of robes here, hopefully. Nope. Still don't have enough spell points to do it, so let's rest yet again. Hopefully, the rest won't be interrupted this time. It's good to see you back. Alright, what can we do now? There we go. Identify at level 4. Yep, it's just lower robes +1. You know what? Every little bit helps. We need to remember, Sato does not have any upper body armor. So we still need to work on that. And there was something else, wasn't there? A key? Somebody's got the key. This one right here. We still need to identify the key. I'm going to try to do a long rest here. Hopefully it's not interrupted. Alright, let's see what we have now. There we go, that's a bit better. Oh, darn it. Aggravating. What is the problem here? Identify. Key of Azure. So we have an Azure key. Upon the old wizard's table are several potions, a few odd baubles, and a small potted bonsai tree. Potion, 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 powder, wand, bonsai tree, hat. Good lord, all this stuff that I just am out of room for. The bonsai tree is obviously some sort of key item. We'll take that. The hat will come in handy. Danny is full. Everybody's full. Claire's got room for the hat. So it's going to be, once again, more shifting around. Not the funnest thing to watch, I apologize. Come on, somebody. Alright, we'll have to leave the wand on the floor. So, I'm going to try. We have a bunch of stuff here that needs identification. So we're going to go through various characters and see if we can get this identified without spells. Nope, no good. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a big rest up. And while I do that, I'm going to pause the stream for a moment and refresh my drink. And it's perfect because there's an ad break coming up right now. All right, welcome back. Sorry about that. What I wanted to do is go ahead and rest up while I stepped away. Let's see if we are at max. Not quite, golly, but it'll be all right. Let's see what we can identify here and what we can't. Let's start with Danny. Let's see what Danny has. One fairy stick, we're going to get rid of it. Monk innards, salted monk meat. I'm not sure I even need these things, to be quite honest with you. But none of these is Danny able to identify on her own. So that's a lot of stuff right there. And what is Saddle holding? A bunch of scrolls, aromatic salts, holy water, sparkle sticks, illusion, book of fables, brunestone bread rolls, okay, so let's, this key, what can we do with it? Let's give Sadal the potions, and let's identify these. Light heal, and we can merge this with whoever has the other light heal potions. I think I just skipped right past it. Merge. Alright, so that frees up some space. Let's give Sadal this. So we're going to try to knock out all of this identification and get this inventory where it needs to be, a Superman potion. So that comes in handy. We'll give that back to the person we took it from. We have some of these obscure looking potions here. I really need to up my character's artifact skill so they'll be able to identify some of this stuff on their own. I'm going to roll the dice with a level 3. That's a firebomb. You know what? I don't even want it. Let's just get rid of it. This could be a cure poison, maybe. I doubt a level 1 spell will identify this. And I was correct. It goes that quickly, guys. Like the magic points. It's ridiculous. Stop. Boy, the game is not cooperating with me tonight at all. Exit. I apologize. It's so sensitive. So sensitive. Bad night for Mirador to come back and see all this tomfoolery on the screen. That hat intrigues me, though. I said I was going to do all of this identifying off of stream, and I just forgot to do so. But it's like every turn of the dungeon, it's like more and more items. So that's on me. And it's been one encounter after another, too. I had a total of 3 encounters while I was on the break there. 12 Gorns. All right. It's been a rough night already. Let's see, what can we do? We're going to blades these guys. And we're going to fireball these guys. I'm ready to move past this room. We've been here pretty much since we started the stream. 20 minutes ago, something like that. So the Superman potion, I believe it increases a wide range of stats. It kind of does what the name implies. It makes characters hit harder, makes them more accurate, increases defense, if I remember right. I could be wrong about that last one. It's a good spell. It's a good potion to pop if you're going to fight like a exceptionally difficult monster. So I wanted to keep that one. All right, so we're at 43. Can we identify level 2 that potion? A poison bomb. Not sure I want it. We'll keep it just in case. Who's got the hat? Well, I don't want the halberd. Drop it. I don't want the short bow. Well, we'll keep the short bow. There's the hat. I want to identify this, and then we'll move on. Wizard's Cone. Danny had one of those in the last game. Still does. Okay. Yep. Hold on to that for selling. Okay, guys. Let's move on. Found some cool stuff in the desk. Found some cool stuff in the room. Pretty sure this will open the gate, which it does. Let's save before we move on. I'm ready to leave the sanctum. I'm pretty sure this is the way out, but where does it take us? To a new area. A new hallway. Oh, the other side of this old door. 6 Gorn Lancers here. Put them to sleep. Or attempt to. And let's do an ice ball this time. We don't get enough love from the ice ball. And it was not particularly effective against this group. So we've got a couple new keys. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they unlock. Because I already see right here 2 doors. There's one here too that we've not been able to penetrate yet. Pretty sure we know what this lever's going to do. Let's just see. Oh, you know what this room is up here? This is the monkey room. Right? Orkogre, the killer ape. Now remember what I said earlier, and I said it kind of jokingly. Wish we had some bananas, and now we do have some bananas. So before we take this plunge, let me rest up. I want to settle stamina. Just a touch. Because I feel like if I use the bananas here, this might aggravate the monkey and he might break the glass and we gain access to some new areas. There's an encounter. Right on cue. Right as I was about to hit the button. The encounters tonight have been relentless. A bit aggravating. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, so these are pretty squishy Gorn. Good. So as you see, we still have 2 characters that are asleep. The way I fix that is to go back to rest and then immediately exit it. Alright, so we can't go forward. Can't go forward is what I was about to say before this encounter happened. They're like back to back. Hmm. Let's try it again. Alright, so I'm going to try to use this item here. Who had the bananas? Was it Trevi? I think it was. And it works. Upon seeing the batch of yellow bananas dangling in front of the window, the playful chimp immediately jumps up and pulls the lever on the wall. The window slides back with a snap. The frenzied monkey leaps headfirst at the bananas, grabbing them from your hand and sailing on past you, gangwaying out of the quarter at full speed, rounding the corner out of sight. Suddenly, a band of passing Gorn calls out, "Hey, you, what's the big idea?" A Gorn Ashigaru. So it's just one. Not too bad. We fought these guys before. They're a little on the tough side, but nothing that we shouldn't be able to handle. Hope that energy blast hits. And it did not. That didn't work either. But there he goes. So now we get to see what's in this room. And we have a hidden switch. We're not sure what it did. Maybe it opened this gate here. I think it's great it was Gorkunga the killer ape, and it was just a chimp. So this gate did not open when we hit the switch. Throne room. Is this where we can use the Azure key? I don't know. Let's try it and see. Who had it? Did it go back to Kyler? Nope. Oh, you know what it did? It opened up this area so we can hit the button for the throne room. Interesting. Ooh, do we want to venture into the throne room, or do we want to see what's down here? You know how I am about completion and whatnot. Let's, before we hit the throne room, which I think is the pinnacle of this dungeon, let me just venture down here and see what might await us. Los Mercatos' outer sanctum, we know about that. Because I bet you this is where I could use the Azure key, maybe. Watch me be wrong, and I wasted all that time. Nope, I was right. So let's save. Let's see what's in this room. Oh, is that what I think it is? That would be absolutely beautiful. That heals magic. Oh, this is grand, because you know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to identify everything that we have right here and now. That's what I'm going to do. Bear with me, guys, while we do this. It's for the greater good. Because I have an unlimited pool of magic points here. And I'm going to take advantage of it. Juju Stones. Life Force 30%. So can I equip this? Or do you use it? I don't recall. It's a shame. I don't remember. Can I merge these monk innards with the monk innards that someone else has? We're going to try it. Yes, I can. So clearing the inventory little by little. Oh yeah, good deal. Excuse me. Cure paralysis. Good, we already have some of those. We're going to merge these two. This is how we'll get that inventory all cleared up. All cleared up, rather. Scroll of Illusion. I don't think those can be merged. Pretty sure they can't be. Nope, cannot. Another Superman. Another Firebomb. Have no desire for those. And an Acid Bomb. No real desire for that either. Couple more potions and I'll move on. It's great to have that pool of mana there. It was just a situation I couldn't pass up. At a heavy heal. Alright, so that'll do it. Rest up one last time here. And we are going into the throne room. Now remember what we were supposed to tell the king. The D'Artagnan alliance is broken. I still have that on my phone, so I'll make sure we spell that right. Shadows dance upon the walls of the dark and gloomy cathedral. The emptiness pervades the chamber deep. Within every crevice, faded tapestries illuminated by candlelight depict scenes of warring tribes and victorious battles, and you glimmer that these represent eras of history now long past. Once, this masterful stateroom was no doubt a bustle of activity, filled with endless politics and head-rolling decisions. Now, only the lone figure silhouetted upon the distant throne, somber, forlorn, staring out as if pondering thoughts a million miles away, breaks through the depression which so clouds this desolate, desperate arena. Approaching the hunched and staring figure perched upon his throne of twine and bone, he gives no motion, acknowledging your presence, but in a deep, guttering whisper begins to speak. So the gods have decided to put the old king out of his misery at last. Look, you now, upon this soulful guise, but once it were not so. How the orchid blossoms have faded in the fields. Though my army still stands strong, their strength is but a shallow weakness, for their spirit is broken. And now they wage war upon themselves, having lost that fleeting essence which fuels the heart and makes possible all loves and desires. The vision of their destiny has been broken, shattered by the crushing presence of you who come from the stars. What grim irony that your visage now stands so mockingly before me. Shall you be the ghost of my tormentors to haunt my dreams in the hereafter? Or merely be you that come to put a sword in my heart and end this mortal suffering? I see it all now so clear. Worlds within worlds continually unfolding, the boundaries of time crossed and overlapping as easily as one might step from the garden into the forest. Like simple fish in the oceans, flipping and darting, living out their days unaware of the unseen universes which lie in the sky above their heads, so near and yet so far. How likened unto every man all that these galaxies swing and orbit around him, continually in his sight and yet never seen nor glimpsed, save that small portion which leaks into his momentary vision, and bursts 1,000 tales of miracles in divine conception. I pray you, grant this king these ramblings. Would that I could take my mind and thrust it upon you, but instead am forced to fling only these feeble stones of words. But tell me, strangers, what cause brings you this day? So here's where we'll say it, right? Let me pull it up, make sure I spell it right. Where is it? Here we go. Tell him the D'Artagnan alliance is broken. The D'Artagnan alliance is broken. What's this? The D'Artagnan alliance at end? Then the prophecy is indeed come. So be it. We shall all play our part, as was foretold, and meet in the infernos of the hereafter. But perhaps there will be slack enough for dangerous sport with the oracles in this. For who is to say that an end is naught but a gateway to some new beginning, and the pages yet unread be deliberately concealed? I think I see much mischief in the fates, and perhaps it not be too late to learn their game. But what say you? Be you willing to take a part? Yeah, sure. Then listen closely and be quick. There be a sacred piece of parchment in my possession, and methinks more mischievous deeds it can do in your hands than mine own. I grant you, do as you will with it. For once the writings be done, it is then that we players may yet learn to depart from the script. In my bedchamber lies a secreted wall. Hurry there, and therein find the gate which fits this key. You will inside find what you seek. Go now, away. In me the seeds of new plans do quickly sprout, and methinks I shall find further sport amongst my own troops. Okay, so what did we end up with here? Key of the Gorn King. He said something about a letter. Okay. So maybe it's in the bedroom, which I do not recall the location of. Perhaps it is down here. Yep, probably right in here. So we have the key of the Gorn King. Yep, sleeping chamber. Let's see what he's left us. So while the ad break is playing, we'll take a moment to rest up. Twitch has begun notifying me whenever there's an ad, so I can try to plan the content around it, which is helpful. All right, so let's see what's in this room. So we can't see anything. I bet you this chest is not even trapped. Opening the ancient chest, you discover that someone else has been here recently, as it is empty save for the dusty webs and evaporated spiders. Oh no. So someone beat us here. That's no good. You know, I forgot that that was a thing. And here we have an encounter of Gorn Lancers. So we found an empty chest. That is a shame. I would have loved to have known. If I remember right, thinking back to when I played this game a long time ago, I think there was a time limit. Now that I could be wrong, but I seem to remember there being a time limit that you had to get to this point in the game in order to find what was in the chest. One of those other wandering NPCs, I think, has made it here first. And so they're holding whatever it might have been. So I feel like we're getting to the part where we have to decide, what side are we going to be on? Are we going to trust the terrain? If not, then maybe it's time to start fighting these NPCs when they appear. Assuming I'm strong enough to defeat them. Alright. So are we done here? That's the question. I'm looking at the map. So far on this level, I don't see anything we haven't touched yet. Everything looks complete so far. Oh yeah, we've been here. This is where we started tonight. Oh yeah, I knew that. What am I thinking? Okay. So we'll go back to the very beginning. And I think that might be the whole dungeon here. That was Orkogre Castle. So now we have to figure, where do we go next, right? I bet you that parchment, or whatever it was that was supposed to be in that chest, would have given us a heavy clue as where to go next. Back to New City, perhaps? big Gorn fights here. So yes, I do. I think I want to go back to New City and try to sell some of this junk that's clouding up the inventory. I think that would be a pretty excellent idea. Maybe even find ourselves some new rumors or some new ideas of where to go next. And if I remember right, there's still some things in Monkarama that are left unsettled. Oh, Seto has leveled up. Increase that Mason Flail. I'm going to pump some more into artifacts here. And we have a new spell. Conjuration, Whirlwind, Superman. Conjuration could be fun. Blast, Hold Monsters, Sane Mind. Let's learn that one, because as a cleric, we want to have those restorative spells. Alright, so I'm going back to New City. We're going to go see the Arms of Argus, I think was the name of the weapon shop in New City. Oops. Follow the road. This was the way to Monkarama. This is the way back to New City. Oops. Very simple fight. Uh-oh, I hear a storm coming through my window. Plodding up is the Gorn officer whom you released from the captive hands of the Savant Guardians, the rotund Captain Beauregard. Hail, friends. The news is not good. Civil war has ripped the Gorn nation, tearing the kingdom apart. Everywhere there is battle amongst us, hundreds of Gorn slain at the hands of our own people. There is fighting everywhere, usurpers vying for power. If only the wizard Mercatos had not betrayed us. He lies dead, himself betrayed. We are doomed. It is rumored that the Dane possess the temple map. It is rumored that the Umpani possess the dragon map. King Ulgar has acquired the dragon map from Mick the Pick. It is rumored that the Dane possess the crypt map. Soon we're going to have to get into all of this, political stuff. Find out what these maps are about. King Ulgar possesses the crystal map. Fool's map. So is that what was in the chest? Some of these maps? I just realized we could sell him some stuff. Exit. Trade. Just going through things. Yes, sell that. I don't have a samurai in the party, and that's a piece of samurai exclusive armor. Okay. Sell some of these one-off scrolls that we don't want. Oops, stop. I don't know if you can hear it, but that wind outside is very violent. It's actually a bit troubling. Yes, I want to sell. Sell. Leather hauberk. Quilt tunic. Okay. Let's see if he has anything worth buying. Spear +2? Not really. Okay, so let's leave. Still want to go to the weapon store and see if there's anything worth buying there. Maybe even stop into Paluk's and buy some armor. Good lord, what a large fight. Ridiculous. I think once we do that, we'll end tonight's stream. Because at the rate this weather's kicking up, it's quite possible I'll lose either internet or power or both. These guys are pretty susceptible to spells. I seem to remember, somewhere in my mind, visiting the Ratkin headquarters in a previous playthrough, and that was something. Perhaps it won't be long before we do that in this game. We are here in New City. Arms of Argus. Let's see if we can get in here this time. So I think we're supposed to mention the black market, if I remember right. We learned that from an NPC. Halt. What do you want? This shop is closed permanently. Who sent you? Shh. Spies are everywhere. Come in and be quick about it. Rosarian, okay. Alright, so we have to truce with him. That was the thing. Uh-oh. Oh no. That's not good. Well, darn. My negotiations failed. Do you think we can fight this guy? I guess we don't have much of a choice at this point. See, we're aligned with the terrain, and so that's probably where we went wrong. Although, personally, I don't feel much like, being aligned with them. Let's see what we can do here. What's going on here? Is my game locked up? Are you kidding me? Really? Well, it looks like we won't know what happens in this fight because the game has locked up. All right. So all things considered, technical issues and whatever, this is a good stopping point. We made it back to New City, and when we resume, we'll know not to mess with these guys, right? And we'll decide where we're going to go next. We could go back to Munkarama, but I still think we've done just about everything there is to do there. And there are a couple other places yet unexplored, so we'll press on and see something new, I think, completely new. In the meantime, I do promise you that between now and the next stream, I will go through and get all the inventory sorted and all of that stuff. We'll start with a good clean slate, a good starting point to, check out something new that we haven't seen in the stream yet. Again, thanks for watching tonight while we finished Orkogre Castle. That was a lot of fun, and I will see everybody tomorrow. Again, apologize for the technical issues, but we'll get back. Mirador says good night. You have a good night too, Mirador. Thanks for stopping in.